Flea market, $10. All right.
B.J.,
That's done, you guys?
Your thoughts, B.J. No.
opening game, 4 days away.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
I'm excited. I'm ready to play. That's really all I can say about it.
Where do you think you're at right now?
Where am I at?
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm there. I'm ready to play. Me and Coach Fish are really testing each other and going at it in the film room mentally. Trying to make sure, when the game starts, everything just comes easy.
Talk about what you've seen out of Derek Hopkins this camp. Great camp.
He's our little secret weapon. And when I say little, I mean that. But he's really doing a good job. He's fast. He's athletic. Got good hands, and we always joke that he's the fastest man in the Big East. So should nobody be able to catch him or cover him. So we're just hoping that he gets out there and shows what he's been doing and working, how hard he's been working. So.
B.J., what differences do you see in Marcus Shaw and just the way he's held himself in camp this last month?
Marcus is mature. He's really coming into his own as a player, and he's doing good on and off the field. He's in the film room. He's paying attention, and then it's producing on the field. Not necessarily what he can just do athletically, because everybody knows he's fast and very quick. But he's picking up the schemes and the blocking schemes and techniques and things like that. So he's really going to be a player for us.
What did you see from him when he got here? What impressions did you get when he first showed up?
Just his athletic ability and the raw talent that he has, and right now it's just transferring over into a real around football player.
B.J., you guys have more depth at tight end and receiver than you've probably had since you've been here.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
It seems like every interview I do, I can just go down a depth chart and talk about every position that we have and the twos and threes that we have behind them. All our guys are really doing a good job, and they've been competing all summer. So, I know they're just itching at the bit to actually get in a live game situation.
At receiver, the depth chart's been changing from every time different guys are first.
I don't even notice it anymore. Yeah.
Is that making the guys play harder, play better?
It is. It's really Coach Holst is really stressing that no job is secure, and every day we have to come out and work. You can't just get complacent with knowing that your name is first on the line. You got to continue to work and keep that job.
Hey, just talk about the left side of your line, just the changes made there, moving Popik inside and bringing Darryl in, and then just how you think that's taken over the last week or so.
Well, you can just tell Coach Shank is really trying to get his best lineman on the field, and that's something that I'm very appreciative of. And just those guys are really doing a good job, and every one of our guys can rotate, switch positions, play center, and that's this type of versatility that we have up front.
B.J., this opener that you have this year, there's probably a lot of fans that might not be able to name even anybody on their team. Last year you were at Notre Dame, which is completely different. From a player standpoint, when you have a team like this that plays at a lower level and maybe it's a little unfamiliar, how do you approach it? Is there any danger, maybe some younger guys not having their mind right? You got to guard against that.
Well, I think Coach Holst has done a good job all camp. When we were in Vero, just stressing how important Game 1 is. Just being 1-0, that's our mentality. That's what we want. We're not looking past anybody or down the road or anything like that. And they're on scholarship as well, so they're college athletes and they're trying to do what they can to play their best as well. So we're definitely just gonna go in this game in this situation, just trying to make sure we in the night being 1-0.
Is there anything in particular you want to accomplish this game besides getting the win? Anything in particular you want
to? Come out healthy. That's number 2. Number 1 is getting the win. 2 is coming out healthy.
Okay.
Opening day's less than 4 days away. It's your last opening game of the season for USF. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, this is my first game, so that's about it. I joke with some of the seniors about it, and try to put pressure on them and tell them that they're never going to play their first game again at USF. So it's just taking it lighthearted and just trying to make sure I go in the game relaxed and having fun.
How do you feel about going into this game compared to your other 3 years prior? How do you feel about yourself? What you can do now that maybe you couldn't do?
Well, this is my first game?
Fifth.
Well, I didn't play the first couple years, but not really a different feeling. I know what to expect as far as the whole atmosphere, not getting caught up in things like that, the crowd yelling and coming out of the tunnel, because I've done that before. But just trying to make sure I'm focused and treating this game like it's the most important one, because it's the only one that I'm about to play now. Later on down the road, who knows what can happen. But this is right now the most important game of, my career, and it's the first one of my senior year.
You have more experience than any head coach in the Big East, except for
I would say
the
that.
gentleman
Yeah, in
at
this conference.
Connecticut
Yeah.
who was at Syracuse. So you're a pretty experienced guy, huh? In
Yeah,
this
I guess.
conference.
I mean, I've seen the ups and downs, the highs and lows, but not really gonna get caught up in all that.
Yeah. Is Big East pretty unpredictable, you think, based on your 4 or 5 years?
It always has been. I mean, you never really can tell. So, I don't expect this year to be any different. So, really just trying to, focus on the things that we can control, that I can control physically and mentally. So, you never know.
Okay.
Any thoughts on possibly breaking the Big East record?
I've thought about it. It's something nice to have at the end of the year to look back and say that I've accomplished individually. But, more importantly, quarterbacks are judged based off wins and losses. So, getting those W's is the most important thing to me.
Thanks.